everybody. Hey, Stacy.
Hi, Tanya.
How are you tonight?
Oh, I'm just lovely. Ready for the weekend.
Me too. Kevin and I are leaving at lunchtime tomorrow, and we'll be heading down to Atlanta, um,
Nice.
and hopefully spend the weekend down there enjoying our anniversary. Except we will be with all the people at Jolanta.
Well,
What a
what
way to
better way
spend
to
the anniversary.
enjoy? Yeah.
Right. Yes. So Curtis jumped on here before we started and said won't be able to make the show tonight. But have a great time. I'll see you this weekend. Also to Kevin and Darla. Hi, honey.
Hi, honey.
Curtis, you're awesome. Thank you so much for the super chat. So let's see who is in the chat. We've got here Josh Brown is here. Hi, Josh. We got Kevin. Hi, honey.
Hey, honey.
We have me reminding everybody that we are starting a little later tonight. We have Rob. Hi, Rob. We have Darla. Hey, Darla. How are you, hon? You're at home alone. Well, I guess you've got a kid there, so not completely alone. Um, and then we've got Carver, so that's 3 Lyns
Yep.
we have here, and 2 McCoys, and one Ackerman, and the other Ackerman did jump in, so technically there were two.
Right.
William Houston, hey, how are you doing, hun? We have Jesse Marshall. Jesse, hi. Let Stacy know that we are missing her in the chat tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Twizzler19, good evening, everyone. Bring on less silly bearded Vado. We are going to bring him on as quickly as we can. Absolutely. Michael Morales, hello and welcome. Darla, yes, Twizzler said enjoyed your New to Mythics episode. Did you see her on New to Mythics,
Mm.
Stacy?
I've only watched part of it because I was trying to watch it while I was at work today, but the phone kept ringing,
Yeah.
and I'm like, and it's really hard to pay attention. And I was trying to do something, so I was like, I really wanted to like really pay attention. So I'm like, I have to watch this later.
Yeah. Been there, done that. Trust
Yeah.
me, it is crazy. But yes, Darla, it was so good. I enjoyed it a lot. And thank you and for talking about Legions ladies and for the shout out for Kevin and I. We have loved being at your table, definitely for sure. So thank you, Twizzler, for letting her know that we loved it. We have David Williams in the house. Hi,
Hi,
David.
David.
David, loving the artwork.
Mm-hmm.
Loving the artwork.
He's so
Um,
talented.
he really is. It's amazing. Love, love, love. Um, Thomas, how are you? Um, Legions, ladies, and Tuesday crew. I guess that would be Wade is on the Tuesday crew. Is that right?
Mhm. Thomas
Um,
is killing it with his pictures lately too. I don't
oh
know if
my
you've
gosh,
noticed any of Thomas's
right?
pictures, but
They are so good. Rick, hi, how are you? And Jeff Evans has joined us. Hello, Jeff, and welcome. Um, we are a couple of things before we get started. Number one, we would like to thank Dirk's Designs and Custom for being a sponsor of our show. Of course, everybody loves Dirk and the new news. that Dirk is not only going to take over the pre-orders for
Wolf
the
King.
pre-orders for Wolf King, but he's actually going to take over Wolf King Customs, which
Yep.
is amazing. That is so awesome. So definitely check out Dirk's Designs and Customs, and of course, continue to support Wolf King Customs with amazing custom parts. We are giving away a Clavian and a black belt pack tonight,
Ooh.
thanks to Dirk's Designs and Customs. So we are super excited to be able to give those away tonight. We are okay. So you guys know my computer doesn't work very well with trying to do the giveaway tool. So we did work it out. And Kevin, can you bring up the giveaway tool? Yep. So it is going to be #Odious. If you guys will go ahead and start doing that, we're going to give that away a little bit later, but definitely wanted to make sure that everybody had an opportunity to enter.
Yeah.
You can only win if you subscribe to the show. If you're not subscribed, can't win. So if you put in #Odious and you are not a subscriber, go subscribe so you can win. We are trying to hit 1,000 subscribers by the time
Legion's Con. Yeah. So how many weeks is that now? Almost 6 weeks?
6 weeks and a few days.
I know Darla hates it when the countdown is said, but I'm getting really excited.
I am too. I've got so much to do and been gone last week, gonna be gone this week, and I've got things I need to do. And I'm like, I need to be home. I've got things to paint. I've got things to do. I've got things to get ready. So anyway, but yes, we are so excited. All right. A couple of people have joined us and asked some questions. So James Samudio joined us. Emily Peterson has joined us. Faust 6 has joined us. Wade told me on IG he's going to give away an Odious. Oh, that'll be nice. We will collect one and pull twice. So I won't make you guys put in a separate one for the Odious if he's going to give one away tonight as well.
Yeah.
And guys, we're waiting on him to get home. He has a commute and he is on his way home, and he will be here shortly. Nathan's Toy Nation, hello. Trevor's here. There must have been some likes on the page. Yay, Trevor. He did not ditch us, but we are going on about the time he is getting home. So I told him we would, of course, be very, very lenient with that. We are super excited to have him on. But yeah, that'll be awesome. And then well, go subscribe and then #Odious. There you go. Problem solved.
Yep. Just subscribe.
Oh, you guys are awesome. Rob is not to be believed, Josh Brown. Josh, I did see on Tuesday night, I think when Wade was talking about the new Kickstarter that you had mentioned, and I want to thank you for mentioning that he was going to be on the show tonight. Really appreciate that. So looking forward to having him on when he jumps in. Yeah, Rick's Bay Area traffic is horrible. Could be a while. He said he's usually home right around this time. So, again, I am hoping he will be here. We are going to start with some news while we wait on him. Did you guys see that the shipping is complete on the first round of the Mythic Legion's Legacy figures?
Did you get some? I assume you did.
Of course we got some. Yes. Ours came in and they're amazing, absolutely beautiful. Love, I mean, these figures really, they outdid themselves. It really is gorgeous.
Yeah.
So shipping is complete on the ones that you could order in stock. They are still taking orders for those until October 5th, where you can pre-order in any amounts that you want. So there were limitations on what you could order in stock, and there were limitations in the fact that you had to order one of each. So they came as a set. So now with the pre-order, you can order how many ever of each one that you want.
Yeah.
So that was really, really amazing. That was awesome. Cosmic Thraxon, is it? Yeah, Thraxon. Thraxion is shipping now. I know they got the all-ins in and got those shipped out. Looks like all the rest of them came in. And so they are shipping them out as we speak. So everybody should be getting those in the next little bit. And then retailer date is October 15th. I don't think that has changed. October 15th for the retailer date.
I'm hoping to pick some of those up at Legion's Con.
Yeah, they are gorgeous. I'm telling you, that Orvar or whatever, he is so freaking amazing. Uka is, oh my gosh, so good. And that Kern Ray, she is so freaking good. I mean, every one of them are really, really cool. Those three are my favorites. I absolutely love all three of those. Having them in hand and being able to play with them and stuff, I mean, they're just fantastic. The character heads and the packs, if you ordered the entire thing from the studio, will be shipping out soon. And of course, you guys know that I am so looking forward to those female heads. Right?
Yep.
I mean, just gorgeous. Cannot wait to get my hands on those. But all the heads are going to be great. And then Figure Obscura is arriving soon and will ship out as soon as they get it. So there's that. Then, yeah, these are just gorgeous. So good.
Yeah, that lion helmet, like, so cool.
Yeah, right? So good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so excited to get those in hand. All right. Guys, we are going to do something a little strange. We are going to put Wade up. We are going to talk to him. He just entered the studio. And we will get back to the news at the end. Wade has some family obligations that he needs to get to a little bit earlier this evening than the end of the show. So we're going to do news at the end. We are going to draw closer to the end. Let's bring Wade on. Hello, Wade.
Hi, how you guys doing?
Hi, Wade.
Hi.
We are so excited to have you on this show.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah. So I know you don't remember me from Adam, but last year at Legion's Con, when the show shut down and they let all of the people who had tables go through the Four Horsemen, go shop with the Four Horsemen and do all of that. You were behind Kevin and I in the in line waiting to check out, and Kevin's like, "Do you know who that is?" And this was after it was over, and I said, "No," and he said, "Oh, that's Odious, Unparalleled Universe."
Oh, nice.
No freaking way!
So was that when we were in line to purchase figures?
Yeah, when we were from the Four Horsemen. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was like, "No freaking way!" I was like, "I wish I would have known, because I would have at least said, 'Hey, how you doing?'"
Yeah, that was Legion's Con was such a fun time, but it was a rough weekend for me. Like, I was falling asleep everywhere, like sitting on the in random places in the lobby, just falling asleep because the trip. Like, I haven't been to the East Coast in about 5 or 6 years, so just the plane ride. I don't know. I was all jacked up the whole weekend.
It was. I know it had to be hard because I know when I've been out to Vegas several times, and every time I come home, like for 2 days, I am.
Yeah,
it is difficult. Coming back, it's never difficult going, but coming back is always really hard.
Yeah, like I rarely travel out of California, so that was like the first time in a while, and it was rough, but it was a lot of fun. I was so like surprised by how cool Legion's Con was. Like I'm very aware of like the line and everything, but and I'm kind of aware of the community, but like from an outside perspective. But being like in the middle of it and just seeing like the community is the best word for like the Mythic Legions. Like, yeah, it's just crazy how everyone comes together. It's crazy how in tune the Four Horsemen are with like everything that the fans want, and yeah, it was just amazing to see from the inside.
Yeah, it is. It is a different animal for sure. I mean, it is so different than anything else I've ever seen.
Definitely.
And it's just crazy. We definitely want to talk Legion's Con for a little bit. But first, let's go back a little ways, because sure. Wade, I don't know you very well.
Okay.
I have seen your Odious, which is freaking amazing. I have seen your reviews when you review something. I have seen you on lives talking to Robo and some of the other guys in the community. But like, I don't feel like I really know a lot about you other than you're from California. So I have some questions for you.
Sure. Okay. Sounds good.
All right. So I know you're in California now. Is that where you grew up?
Yes. Born and raised in California, Bay Area.
Bay Area. Okay. Yep. What is one of your favorite things about where you live?
The diversity, for sure. 100%. Just like in the diversity of cultures and ethnicities and just types of people. And yeah, that's the hands down the thing I love about California, and probably the reason why me and my family have like never left. Like it's hard to live in California. It's very expensive, and like I told you how my commute, it takes me, I have a 2-hour commute. That's why I couldn't really commit to it at the time, but
right.
But that's the price we pay to kind of live in California. And the main reason why for us, me and my family, is because we appreciate the diversity.
Right. That's awesome. Do you have siblings?
Yeah, I have 2 sisters.
Oh, awesome.
Yep, they are
Um,
awesome.
I just think I just think as a family, as somebody that has brothers and sisters growing up or whatever, it's a different animal than being, you know, an only child. It
Definitely.
really is. It changes a lot of who you are and everything when you grow up with siblings. Are
Yeah.
they older or younger?
Both. I have one older and one younger.
Oh, you're a
Okay,
middle
so you
child, just
middle
like me.
middle child. Yep. Sorry, I was messing
that's
with my
fantastic.
camera a little bit. Sorry
That's
about
okay. Yeah.
that. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Well, we want you to get it set up the way that you like it for sure. As a kid, I'm sure you had action figures. What were your favorite action figures you had as a kid?
Growing up, my main lines were always like, when I was really young, it was all Ninja Turtles and any of the knockoff Ninja Turtle type things, like Street Sharks and Biker Mice from Mars and Toxic Crusader, Toxic Avenger, like all that kind of stuff. But then where the thing that kind of stuck with me the most throughout the years was definitely Marvel. Like I loved back in the day, the 5-inch Marvel figures and Spider-Man and
Right.
X-Men and all that.
Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah.
We are a huge Marvel family
Nice.
for sure.
So are we.
Nice.
I see your Captain America shield. Yeah.
Yeah, that's just a foam kitty one, but we put it on the wall here. My wife's like, man, it looks kind of like cool and metallic in the
Yeah, it
background,
does.
but
It does. Yeah.
it's
It looks
a
like
cute
it
foam
should
one.
be metal. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll say, hold on. I want to do this real fast.
Oh, nice. There you go.
Cool.
That's in my living room.
Oh, yeah, that's hardcore.
I'm nowhere near it, but above my fireplace downstairs is a Millennium Falcon.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's hardcore too.
Oh, that's funny. Okay. Do you have any of the figures that you played with as a kid or that you had as a kid?
Ooh.
Did you keep any of those?
I don't think I have any that I've actually kept like from that time, but I have a couple that are probably reacquired. My aunt recently gave me a bunch of old Ninja Turtles, and it was like, oh yeah, I remember these when I was a kid. The only figure I could think of that kind of stuck with me for several years that I still have somewhere is I can't remember exactly where the figure came from. It's a Beast figure from Toy Biz, and it's not. I don't know if you guys remember the super old one that had like the springing feet that allowed him to jump, like do flips or whatever, and it was from like the animated series. It's not that one. It's the one that came after that was a little bit more detailed. Like the sculpt was a lot more detailed. It had a little more articulation, but it was still the old school Toy Biz articulation.
Right.
But that's probably it. I wonder. I'm trying to think if there's something else from my childhood. That's got to be it. I think that's the only one.
But you've acquired some of the ones that you remember as a kid that you liked a lot.
Yeah. There's been a few. Like I said, those Ninja Turtles, and then recently there was one figure when I was a kid that I never got that I wanted, and it was the 5-inch X-Men Morph figure from the animated series. I never got it even when I was younger, and then I had a cousin who had it, and he used to always tease me like, I have it, whatever, you can't have it, and like he was never gonna open it. He just kept it on the wall. He was a little older. He would always make fun of me about it. So like when I got old enough to buy like whatever I wanted my figure wise, I couldn't bring myself to buy that one. Like, I wanted someone to gift it to me. And
Right.
Eventually somebody did. Shout out to Poc Photos. I was talking about it one day and he's like, oh, I have that. I'll send it to you. And I was like, oh, yes. And it's, I think I just moved it. Nah, I don't know where it's at. But yeah, it's a 5-inch morph with the interchangeable head. So,
Oh, that's cool.
yeah. So that's something from my childhood that I still have.
Yeah.
And that's about it.
Gotcha. You talked about Ninja Turtles and the offshoots of kind of Ninja Turtles. Were you big at watching the cartoons and the movies and all of that stuff growing up for them? Was there another property that you loved as well?
I definitely watched all those cartoons back in the day. None of them really stuck with me like Spider-Man and X-Men. Spider-Man and X-Men, I love those. Even now I could put them on and I'm like, baffled by how good they are and whatever. But you know, Gargoyles, Batman animated series, all the typical popular ones that like the 90s kids were into, you know, like I was into all that stuff and like never got out of it. So but as far as like any other ones, I don't think so. I think it was just all the main ones. Like I did love the Street Sharks cartoons. You know, at that time I was a little too young for like Transformers and GI Joe, so like I didn't really watch any of that. I was all about Ninja Turtles, Street Sharks, Biker Mice, X-Men, Spider-Man, The Tick. I love that back in the day. But yeah, no, that was about it.
All the 90s goodness right there, man.
Oh yeah. So good it still haunts us. Like they still put out things based on all those properties and we all buy it up.
I know, we all buy them. You're right about that. What about like, were you a reader? Did you read fantasy books? Were you into comic books? Were you anything like that?
When I was really young, like in that era, I wanted to be into comic books, but they were like a little too complex for me. Like I couldn't really understand. Like back in those days in the 90s, like the artwork was the thing that the artwork is what was spotlighted. Like with Jim Lee and Rob Liefeld and all that, Todd McFarlane, the whole industry in the world cared about art. So that was kind of what was pushed to the front. And when it came to comic books, like I just collected them for the art, like the big crazy splash pages, you know, big buff characters and all that. So I didn't really get into reading comics until way later. Probably I had comics and but it was like scattered issues and whatever. But I didn't really get into reading them heavy until I was way older. I was like maybe 22, 21, 22. And I was with my wife and I was like, you know, I want to try to start like reading like go to the comic book shop every week and pick up comics. And after that point, I got really heavy into comics. And actually, it was kind of cool because even as an adult, comics got me into reading novels and stuff. And I got really into like old school science fiction novels, like like Kurt Vonnegut type stuff and Philip K. Dick and all those types of things. But when I was a kid, I don't know if I might have a reading deficiency or like a reading disability or something, because I couldn't read novels or understand comics. But when I was older, comics helped me to understand novels a little easier.
Gotcha. That's cool. I'm glad that comics were able to do that for you.
Heck yeah. It's a point of pride, like I have a lot of like love for comic books, like as a medium and as an art form and all that. So I'm not ashamed to say comic books help me become a better reader,
Yeah, no, I think that's fantastic. And I think for kids, comic books is where it starts. I mean, being able to see the pictures and see how they go, and then, putting it together with the words and learning to read the words and then learning to understand what's going on in the comic. I mean, yeah, they're amazing. They really are. Such a great thing. Yeah.
Yeah. I had my daughter reading comic books when she was little, and she's still, now years later, she's still into comics. And it's cool because like a lot of times when people say comics, they automatically think superheroes and this and that, whatever. But like there's so much more to comics. So it's kind of like I encourage her to like, what do you like? There's a comic book for whatever it is you like. So let's get those, So that's kind of what we do. And she loves comics.
Oh, that's awesome. I think that's fantastic. Had you ever played the Dungeons and Dragons or any of those kind of games?
Nah, that's for nerds. I would never do. No. I was that stuff is cool. That stuff is super cool, but I never got it. Had I met somebody who was into it when I was younger, I probably would have got into it. But honestly, I didn't really get into fantasy stuff until like way more recently, probably like in the last like 5 or 6 years or something. And that's kind of how it goes with all the genres for me. Like, I was into superheroes when I was a kid, and then into science fiction, and then, like got into Transformers and this kind of thing and whatever. And then, like fantasy kind of came way later. Right.
That's cool. Did you have an interest in art? Were you drawing as a kid? Did you was art something that was really big in your house?
No, not at all. I mean, I wish I took the time to draw when I was younger and stuff, but no, I was more into music.
Okay.
And when it came to being creative, like I used to, I mean, I still love hip hop, but I used to do like little hip hop stuff when I was a kid. But that kind of took up my creative uh, time.
Come
Who's your
on, Wade.
favorite artist?
Oh
Yeah.
well, oh man, you can't ask me that. That's a crazy question. Yeah, I couldn't say, but I love so many. I mean, when it comes to hip hop, it's like I'm, you know, I love all types of hip hop. I see hip hop like comic books. It's any type of person you are, any type of thing that you like. There's a rapper that that I could recommend to you that'll rap about what you like. So,
Yeah.
I'm like all over it when it comes to hip hop.
Oh, that's fantastic. So when you were a kid and you made all this, was there videos or is there tapes? Is there something we can hear, Wade?
I don't want people to hear it, but when I was like in my early 20s, I did make like a CD that like, I ran around and did shows and sold my little CD and things like that. But and people have tracked things down, and like every now and then someone will make a toy post and have like my weak ass song in the background. But yeah, again, it was just like I wasn't very good or anything, but it was just a thing that I'd like to do. And I love hip hop so much that I just kind of wanted to do my thing. But it's not something that I would share with pride these days. But in my reviews, any music that you hear, I made those beats. So like that's as close that's as close as it, like the toy world. That's as close as I want the toy world to get to that part.
Gotcha. Kevin's asking what your hip hop name was.
I'm not gonna say. You guys it's easy to figure out, but I won't say it.
Okay. Kevin, obviously there needs to be some, deep diving that we need to figure out.
Yeah, but I wish yeah, no. Oh, I just realized the chat. I don't use StreamYard, so I didn't even see the chat until right now. What's up, chat?
Yeah, they're all here. Yeah. Josh Brown said Wade's gonna freestyle at Legion's Con this year.
I would love to do things like so I don't want people. I mean, I'm not proud of like songs I made. I just don't think they're very good. But I would love to like if I were to ever bring the hip hop side to like my content and whatever, it would totally be like freestyling during lives or at shows or whatever. But I just don't. My sword isn't sharp for that. When I was a kid, I was like all day, every day. But now as an old man, the sword isn't sharp.
I love it. I love it. That is fantastic. So, wait, let's move forward a little bit. What was your first job? What did you do as a job first?
Oh, I think my first job was I used to install like pool tables when I was young.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that was a fun job as like a teenager. I'd cut school and go work doing the moving pool tables and assembling pool tables and that kind of thing. And I did that. I did that even after high school, like when I was a little bit as an adult and whatever. But yeah, that was my first job.
Cool. What has been your favorite job that you've had over your career once you started working?
Probably my current job. I mean, and it's not because the job is cool or anything, but it's just like it's been a pleasant place to work in the 10 years that I've been there. But it's just electrical sales. But it's not my favorite because I have a passion for electrical sales. It's cool people. Like I like my coworkers and stuff, and that's rare. You don't get to be employed at a lot of places where you like your coworkers. I haven't, but this is like so. Yeah. 16 Shooter says, toy maker. Yeah, toy maker, but I can't call it a job yet, but one day.
It's a job.
You have created an amazing toy, so it can be a job.
Yeah.
Hopefully one day, not till it pays the bills. When it pays the bills, it's a job.
There you go. Kevin said Wade, Eric Miller, and Dave Orkin jam session at Legion's Con. I'm there. I'm all in.
What kind of music do they do?
Eric Miller used to be in a band, and Dave Orkin plays
wasn't
guitar.
Trevor in a band too?
I don't know. Was Trevor in a band too?
Are
we
pretty sure Trevor was in a band back in the day?
I can imagine.
I've seen a picture.
Yeah. Oh, you saw a picture of him rocking out?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, unless he was just posing.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brian Corn Boy was too. That's right. Corn Boy was too. Yeah, we have some of great musicians that need to
Nice.
get together and play. Carver said he agrees. Not a huge fan of his co-work.
Which is me.
Oh, jeez.
I guess I won't be helping anymore.
Oh, you help him?
Brian, you
What
better
are you?
watch what you say.
Do you work on what his like? I'm sorry, I don't know. I'm not sure. I haven't watched too much of you guys, so I'm not really sure who does what. I'm sorry, but so do
I'm
you?
Brian. I'm Carver Customs. That's my husband.
Oh, okay,
Brian.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't really do anything. I help him assemble things
Oh, okay.
and get burned with the soldering iron in between my fingers.
Oh, geez. She's bossy. Oh, yeah. No, I get it. That's
Yeah.
cool. No, that's awesome though to work together on something like that.
Yes, I try to help him. I'm not like I don't really know. Yeah, I tell him to hurry up.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
No,
Okay.
that's when I did Odious, there was a point where I was trying to kind of figure things out. And you know, my wife for the most part kind of just lets me do my thing. And then there was a point where I got with Odious while I was in the planning phase. Like I got to like, okay, I could do this, I could do this, I could do this. And I hit a wall to where I couldn't do this aspect anymore. And I told my wife, like, hey, you got to help me with this. Otherwise, I can't do this. Like I can't do this without you past this point. So please. And so she like handled that, and and that was basically all the logistics stuff, which is
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to like doing a Kickstarter and Odious, I mean a figure, any type of Kickstarter, the logistics is crazy. Like trying to ship out all these orders out of your garage. Well, you guys probably ship a whole bunch of stuff. So yeah, you
Yeah.
guys understand. But it's a mess. And I definitely couldn't have done it without my wife.
Yeah,
Yeah, I couldn't. I mean, I could not imagine all the things that go into not only creating, but seeing a figure from start to finish to shipping to everything.
right.
Yeah, it's a crazy process. Like that first one, you know, it took me a lot of years, like from the starting point to when it got done. Like there was a point where things escalated quickly and things started to go very fast, but before that point, everything was super slow because, like, you know, sculpting and 3D prints and all that kind of stuff costs money and time and this and that. Excuse me. So, like when we first got Odious sculpted, it was probably like 5 or 6 years ago, you know? And then it was like a couple years of like messing around with that, trying to figure it out, trying to like figure out how to get in contact with the factory. And then I started working with Dave Vonner, who kind of facilitated all that. So but yeah, once the Kickstarter ended, everything went quick. Like we got to figure out within a year. Like Kickstarter ended in July of, I want to say 2023, and people had Odious in July of 2024. And then we had pretty much all of them shipped by September 2024.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Wow.
I mean,
Yeah,
that is
quick.
that was fast. So let's go back just a second. You're obviously married. You have kids. How many kids do you have?
Just one.
Just one. Okay. And she is obviously awesome because she reads comic books.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just going to say that is fantastic. Does she like action figures as well?
I mean, her own types of action figures. Like she's not, you know, collecting Mythic Legions, but you know, she loves, you know, what is she into right now as far as action figures? You know what she does love is Plunderlings. She does collect a lot of Plunderlings.
Aren't they awesome?
Yeah,
They're
they're
super
amazing.
cute.
And
Ricky
is such a nice guy. Like he like one time at Comic-Con, Ricky was there and he knows my daughter's a big fan of them, and he showed a bunch of new ones to her that he hadn't revealed and let her take pictures and all kinds of cool stuff. So yeah, that's shout out to Plunderlings and Ricky. But yeah, that's the closest thing to, I mean, she likes Barbies and My Little Pony and all that kind of stuff, but as far as action figures go, it's Plunderlings.
That's fantastic. They are so cute. They are adorable. I love them.
They're awesome.
Now, I know music, hip hop is a big thing with you. Is there any other hobby or something that you have outside of action figures and toys?
No, I mean, basketball. I love basketball,
Ah,
hip hop, and I mean, just watching basketball. I don't play basketball, but just basketball, hip hop, and toys. That's it.
so NCAA, NBA.
NBA. And to be honest, I'm a newer basketball fan. Like I've liked basketball for, maybe like 10 years, but only in the last like 5 years did me and my whole family get like really into it. Like we go to the game, Bay Area, we go watch the Warriors. We've gone to a couple of Warriors games. But we're all excited for the season to start. Even at Legion's Con, like everyone was partying at Legion's Con. I left to go watch a game in my room. So yeah, like they lost that game horribly, so I should have stayed outside. But big basketball fan. And then another thing, I don't know if I'd consider it a hobby really, but we're big into Disney. We like Disney stuff, like
Mm-hmm.
we collect a little bit of Disney stuff that like as a family, but
Yeah, I gotcha. Has there been a time that you can remember in, your like as a kid you were playing with toys, as an adult you were collecting toys, doing reviews? Is there a time period in between that when you didn't have anything to do with toys or action figures?
There was maybe a month where that happened. I remember when I was like maybe like 16 or 15 or something. And I thought to myself, like, maybe I'm too old for toys. I don't know. I may be. I mean, I still like them, but I don't feel like I need them. I don't know. So like I gave all my toys to my nephews. And then like a few months later, I was like, damn it, that was a mistake. I want all of them back. And, by that time they were, I don't know where they ended up. Like there's bits and pieces here and there. But then like around that time is when Marvel Legends and Toy Biz started to kind of like advance everything. So like I got out of toys a little bit, but I was still into like comics and nerd stuff. But then in my later teen years, like around 2002 2003, going out, and I'd be out at the store or whatever with the friends or whatever, and I'd run into like a Marvel Legends, and it'd be like, oh man, this is where they're at now. Like just a couple years ago, things looked way different. Like these look like statues that move. So at that point, I got back into it. So there was a couple years where I wasn't crazy into it. And then even at that point, I was just like I would say like more like a casual collector. Like I bought things here and there. It wasn't until I was maybe like 25 or something when I got like really back into the whole, like I kind of discovered like the whole internet space and like action figures and customizing and like all those types of things, the Foosh forums, Figure Realm, all those old school like communities where people would get together and share customs and all that. And then ever since that point, like 25, 26, I've been all into it. Comic-Con, YouTube channel, eventually all that kind of stuff.
So YouTube channel, did you do anything like, I know you have the Unparalleled universe. Did you do anything before that? Like as far as a YouTube channel, anything before doing reviews and stuff like that?
No, just one day I had what had happened was I think I lost a job. Like something happened where like I lost a job for something, and it was like kind of weird, and I needed something to just do, like not like work wise, but something to like keep my sanity a little bit. And my wife made the suggestion. She's like, don't people do videos of making like toys or whatever? Like, why don't you do that? Like, go do something, So like I started doing that, and then I just never stopped. And that was like, I don't know, like 7 years ago. No, that had to be around 10 years ago.
Oh,
maybe
wow.
2016, I think it was. But ever since then, I haven't stopped.
That's fantastic. So do you remember what the first toy was that you reviewed?
I want to say it might have been, I think I have it right here. It might have been Pizza Spider-Man from Hasbro.
Oh, wow.
It was either this or the Marvel Legends Century that came out around this same time.
Gotcha.
It was one of those two, but this might have been the first one. This is the first or second.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Out of all the ones that you've done so far, and I know 9 years, 10 years, that's a long time. Do you have a favorite review?
Oh nah, the review. I don't even like my reviews. I put them up and don't even try not to think about them. If I do, I'll be like, I know a lot of people like the comparison videos. I do like. I don't know. It's hard to say a favorite because it's not like I go back and rewatch them. Like I post them
Right.
and yeah, just kind of keep it moving.
Gotcha. Why Unparalleled Universe?
Uh, some people in the chat will tell you that my wife made up that name, but they're wrong. They're totally wrong. They're liars, every single one of them. But no, originally I made like a podcast or like a blog or something that was attached to my channel, and I called it Grown Man Playthings. And my wife's like, that sounds totally inappropriate. So we're like thinking a name, and then she said Paralleled Universe, and I was like, well, that doesn't make sense. I was like, or she said Parallel Universe, like what, we're just saying stuff. I remember we're sitting on the couch and she's just like saying things. We're saying things back and forth, and I was like, oh, how about Unparalleled Universe? So it went from there. But she wants to take credit for the name. I don't want to give her full. I give her 90% credit.
90%.
90%.
Hey, I will tell you, as a wife, I'll take 90% any day of the week.
Oh, she's not satisfied with that. She wants full credit, but no. I added the U and the N. That's what everyone tells me in my chat. Like you contributed 2 letters, so hey, whatever.
Oh, that's funny. So you also do lives.
Yeah.
Again, I've seen you with Robo, you and him talking. Who are some of the other guests that you've had on that you enjoy, like just talking with?
I've had a lot of guests that I enjoy having, and the guests that I enjoy having on end up coming on frequently. So like, Robo, of course, he's someone I always enjoy talking to. The Wade crew, some people in the chat know who the Wade crew is, but that's like, Adam from Curse Dead and all that, and then my boy Art with Toys, and then MCU Collector. Those are all guys that I love having on all the time. And then 1/6 Shooter Trevor's fun to have on. Yimbo, Plastiadicto, The Figure Report. These are all guys. There's lots of guests I've had on that I like, but these are people that are frequent guests that are on very often. And the reason why is because I enjoy talking to them. DGDX, one of my favorites. I mean, talking about hip hop, one of my favorite rappers of all time. His name is Pharoah Monch. He's come on the live stream 2 or 3 times. Yeah, I think 3 times maybe. But yeah, that's like a huge honor and like something that I'm really proud of. But yeah, there's been a lot of great people to come on the lives. I'm trying. Oh, Dan Yoon and Ryan Ting. Ryan formerly of Hasbro, Dan currently at Hasbro, but love to have those guys on. And lots of people.
Yeah. Real quick, I just had somebody comment. We are thanking our sponsor, Dirk's Design and Customs. We are giving away a Clavian tonight and a black belt pack together from Dirk. So no, you are not too late. We are going to draw for that later. In order to win, you have to be subscribed to the show. We are trying to hit 1,000 subscribers before Legion's Con. So please subscribe and enter the hashtag Odious. Somebody said that you had mentioned something on one day about giving away an Odious.
That doesn't sound like me.
Okay. I wanted to make sure because I don't want to.
If you want to do a giveaway and you host it, I'll send one out to somebody for sure.
Okay.
Like you're trying to give away one today on the show?
Yeah, if you want us to, we absolutely will.
Yeah, go for it for sure. I'll send one out to one of your viewers.
Perfect.
Yeah, heck yeah.
All right, guys. It's going to be the same hashtag. We will draw for that one before Wade leaves us. So hashtag Odious for an Odious from Wade, and then hashtag Odious, and we will give away the Clavian afterwards when we do the news later. So yes, but make sure that you are subscribed to the show. Make sure that you are subscribed to Unparalleled Universe in order to get the Odious. Thank you.
David Williams is disqualified for spelling odious wrong. Come on, David.
Oh, all right. So Odious. I want to know, because I didn't know about Odious until after the Kickstarter, and let me give you a little bit of backstory. Like, I followed my husband around toy shows, comic book shows. I have just followed him around everywhere, and really did not get into figures until we started collecting Legions. And at that point, it opened up a whole lot of avenues of people that I've been able to talk to. So, you know, I am very late to the game of collecting figures and all the stuff. So I think Kevin probably had seen something on Odious maybe when the Kickstarter ran the first time. But I didn't know anything about Odious until you were coming to Legions Con last year. So I would love to know, like, where Odious came from. Like, in your mind, how did you dream up Odious?
Ooh, so the way that Odious came about was it's kind of a weird story. It's so originally, so I have my logo on my YouTube that's like an old drawing of a Sasquatch, and that artwork came from me and a buddy of mine, like maybe 15 years ago or something. Me and him were like, let's make a little 8-page comic. So I wrote like a little script about some Sasquatches, and he started to draw it. And this dude was such a talented artist, but he wasn't really like a comic book artist. And, you know, those are very different things. So like, I couldn't rein him in to be a comic book artist. So he was taking forever. And it was like, maybe like a year went by. I was like, hey man, I'm just gonna I'm gonna move on, you know, like it's okay. Don't worry about, we don't need whatever. But I was like, but would you mind, like, can I use this artwork for like something in the future? And then when I started doing my YouTube channel, I told him, and then he kind of cleaned it up and made it more logo style. So there's that. And then, so years later, after having my channel, when the pandemic started, this and that, D Amazing actually had a head sculpt of himself that I can't remember if he was selling or Old Boy was selling or something. So I hit up Old Boy and I was like, hey, I'm a cool YouTube guy too. Would you mind making a head sculpt of me? And they're like, no, we don't know you. D Amazing's our friend. I was like, that makes sense. So then I was like, nobody wants a head sculpt of me. That's ridiculous. So I asked Casting Cave, shout out to Corey. He's the best ever. I was like, hey, can you make a head sculpt? And he hand sculpted the first Odious, like before this is, I want to say this is like before 3D printers were everywhere, but he hand sculpted the first Odious, and then he made copies, and then I sold them. And I painted them and sold them, and they were just like the head sculpt. And, you know, I made like 3 or 4 different versions of those. And then randomly someone was like in the chat somewhere, someone was like, hey, when are you going to do a full figure? And I'm like, I'm working on it right now, which was total bullshit. I wasn't working on it, but like, you know, it was one of those things where I was like, oh, all right. And then a buddy of mine who I became friends with, who's a super talented sculptor, Kevin Garcia, I became friends with him because I sculpted a figure he worked on when he first got in the industry. And he hit me up like, hey, thanks for doing this. And then after years, we were friends, and he's all, hey, if you ever really want to do a figure, let me know. Like, I'll definitely help you sculpt it, and, you know, we'll make it happen. So then it kind of just became a thing that I always talked about on the live stream. And then more and more people were always like wanting it. And then, you know, all of a sudden I had a full body sculpted that I was showing people, and they're like, oh my God. And then it just kind of turned it into, it kind of evolved into something that like people are really into. And then, you know, I kind of developed a story and a lore for the character and all that. And then eventually got to the Kickstarter and, you know, made it happen.
That's fantastic. Oh, what a great story. So originally you had wanted to do a comic book out of it.
Yeah. Well, actually, the comic book that me and my buddy were working on, it wasn't about Odious or anything. It was just about a group of Sasquatches. But
Okay.
my dream, my main dream, more so even than doing the toy, is to do comic books. So yeah, eventually I would definitely want to do an Odious comic book. That's like on the I want to do that now, but it's like,
Right.
it takes time to write and all that kind of stuff. So
Mhm.
um I'm really hoping, this is my deep down hopes, and I don't know if it's a realistic hope, but I'm really hoping that the next Kickstarter could kind of put me in a position to be able to write comics. So we'll see how it goes.
That's fantastic. Now, I do have, and we're going to bring it up
Ooh.
because I was real excited having you on, and I did go looking for some pictures. Now, this one was like is that the original
That's the prototype.
prototype?
That's
Okay.
why it looks a little bit different. That prototype was painted by a gentleman who goes by Beardy, who works in the industry as well, and he's one of the best painters ever. So yeah, he killed it on that. And it's a little
Yeah.
bigger. Like the actual figure came out much smaller, like more 1/12 scale, but this is like
Right.
a bigger blown up version because it's the prototype.
Gotcha. Okay. So that's fantastic. But this is the outfit that you had him in. I mean, this is everything else other than it being the prototype. This is the way
Yes.
the first one looked. Okay. And then this one was San Diego Comic-Con?
Yeah, and that was just so that was kind of fun because that year for Comic-Con, that's when the figure was just getting finished. So I had to rush the factory to send me like a couple of boxes of them so I could take them to Comic-Con. And then I had my good friend Rebel 10 Customs make up some jumpsuits like that. And then it kind of became like a little Comic-Con exclusive kind of package. And there's very few of those. I want to say there's like 100 of those jumpsuits
Oh,
or
wow.
Odious with that jumpsuit.
That's fantastic. And then this was a Legions Con?
Yeah, and the same kind of concept. Like I did, but for this it was less because I figured less people at Legion's Con. I don't know how it'll go, whatever. So I only made 50 of these, but it was a new, and I wanted to do something a little more than what I did at Comic Con. So this has a custom head sculpt that was also sculpted by Kevin Garcia and then hand painted by me, and then the suit was made by Rebel 10, and then yeah, I had 50 of those. And I think they sold out in like, I don't know, 45 minutes or something at Legion's
Yeah.
Con. Ridiculous.
Jeez.
You didn't have them for very long for sure because we missed our shot.
Oh, shoot. I'm sorry. Yeah. They were gone quick.
They were gone quick. And I think back in the chat somewhere, everybody said, Rob said there was one supposed to be saved for him and you sold it to somebody else.
Did I? Yeah, I might have, but I think I hooked him up. I think I got one to him eventually. Did I not?
Okay, good. I don't know.
Rob Zamora?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I got one to him.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I definitely did. But yeah, well, because at Legion's Con, like I was telling you that I was all like delusional and tired and whatever.
Yeah.
My nephew was with me, thankfully, and he kind of we were selling them, and then all of a sudden he looks, he's like, hey, there's like no more, or there's like a couple. I'm like, oh damn, I was supposed to save like 5 of them or whatever. And then yeah, that kind of sucked. And so I had to come home and paint up some more and get some more jumpsuits made and whatever.
Oh, that's fun. That's hilarious. But anyway, so this was Legion's Con. Now, are you bringing more to Legion's Con this year?
Yeah, so for Legion's Con this year, I'm gonna bring like a box of the standard Odious figure, and then I will have an exclusive. I'm gonna it's an exclusive head sculpt. I'm gonna do like a skull Odious, and it's more made to go onto the Mythic Legion skeleton figures. So,
cool.
Yeah, it's not so much for the Odious figure, but I think it'll be fun. I'm a huge fan of those skeletons by the Four Horsemen, like all the different versions, and I really want to do like a green version to go along with their exclusive that they revealed yesterday. So we'll see.
Yeah. Oh man, that would be awesome. Yeah, they're the scaphoid. No, is it scaphoid? Is that his name?
Oh, I don't know. I call him Green Skeleton Man.
It's left me. It's gone, but it'll come back. I'm just so old.
Yeah, you're right.
Anyway,
Brian's yelling from the other room. Yeah, you're right, Tanya.
yeah, scaphoid. Okay. Yeah, I was like, I think that's it. Yeah. So, oh, that would be awesome. Yeah, I would love to have one of those. I am stoked for that now. All right.
Yeah, when I saw that revealed, I was all excited because I was like, "Oh, this will be." I mean, I think it'd be cool to have an exclusive that kind of pairs with their exclusive, as opposed to
Oh
just kind of
yeah,
like,
Yeah.
being off in the
absolutely.
corner doing my own thing.
Yeah. Well, and if you do the skeletons, I mean, that would just the skeleton color or the gray color. That would be fantastic too. I think that would be cool to have. But yeah, if you wanted to do the scaphoid color, that would be awesome. Okay, so is so you're getting ready to start another Kickstarter.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. I think I saw on Tuesday that you are planning on doing another Kickstarter. Now, I don't know which figures. I did find like this one is one of the ones that's going to be in the new Kickstarter. Is that right?
Yeah, so my plan with the Kickstarter is to do a Kickstarter for 2 figures, which includes this one here, and then
Uh-huh.
the a cowboy version, which I haven't revealed. Um, Unfortunately, this one is probably going to be this is going to be a stretch goal. So, I mean, as you guys could imagine, like making toys is hard. It's and expensive and just like a difficult thing to figure out. There's all this like stuff with like factories and quantities. The factory wants to make more quantity, but I have to be able to sell quantities, and it just gets crazy trying to find a good balance. So the best
Right.
balance I found that is like the least risk for me is to do a Kickstarter for the 2, like that's manageable, and then if there's enough excitement and it gets going enough, I'll have a stretch goal for the other 2, and the other one, this would be the final stretch goal, and the one in between would be the Ronin, which I'm not sure. I can't remember if I posted a picture of that.
Now,
Yeah, there's
Kevin
some art.
sent me this. The art from my husband grabbed this for me because he was like, "Yeah, there's art up there." So the frost, the blue,
Yeah.
and then the one on the far end are the 2 that would be stretch goals,
Yes.
and then the cowboy and the army are the 2 that are going to go up as the starter for the Kickstarter.
Yes.
Okay. These are fantastic. I mean,
Thank you.
I was looking at this guy here, and I mean, he is awesome.
Yeah, he's I think it seems like he's going to be a very popular one, and you know, I have some other cool ideas for him, but like I'm not, again, it all depends on how things go. Like if things go really well and I have some cool ideas to add on to him. Like I would really like to give him like an alternate, just like a more like traditional looking werewolf head. So it kind of becomes like a little bit of an army builder. So you could buy,
Right.
or I mean, you're buying 2 of the same figure. But if you get the figure, you have like the Odious head, and then you have like an army like werewolf kind of thing. So again, it's easy to come up with all these fantasy things that sound fun, but it's a little difficult when you're a guy in a garage, like
Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, so hopefully things can go good, and then I'll add all kinds of cool stuff.
When does your
Well,
Kickstarter start?
So the plan is to have it start. I'm hoping to start it on October 15th. So it's gonna overlap Legion's Con. So like at Legion's Con, I'll be out there campaigning, kissing babies or whatever. So yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
yeah. Well, obviously people love your Odious. I mean, you sold out the exclusives in 45 minutes last year.
Yeah.
I think that people really do like your Odious, and I think that coming and campaigning there at Legion's Con is not a bad idea. These are fantastic, and I'm hoping that they all get made. I mean, I know that's a really big stretch goal, but I'm hoping that they all get made.
Same here. Like the blue one, that like to me, that's like the coolest one because
Yeah.
it's like unique and
Yeah.
It's the one that I want the most. Like I don't think like the whole Inuit kind of culture like it doesn't really get approached in the action figure world. Like Army and Ronin, those are very common, but
Mhm.
Right.
like the whole Inuit thing, you don't really go there. So like I thought it'd be really cool, but I also think that it'll probably be the least popular. So that's why I'm kind of scared to make it one of the first two.
Mm.
Um,
I like
Right.
that one the most.
I do too, I think.
Yeah, I
But
love it. And yeah. And if you start the campaign on October 15th, are you going to have a landing page that people can go to and kind of sign up so that when it goes live, they'll be able you'll
yeah,
you know
I hope to have all that ready like a week before. You know, I see a lot of Kickstarters that have the landing page going months before, and to me, it's confusing because I always think a Kickstarter's active and going, and I go to the page and it's a landing page, and it's like,
right,
going in 3 months. I'll forget in 3 months. So like, I don't
right.
really see the point of the landing page being up so early. So
Gotcha.
yeah, I want to kind of the same approach as last time. I didn't have it up for a long time. I think I put it up for maybe 2 weeks before. I talked about it every day on the live stream, and then we went live. But yeah, the landing page. I want to get it cracking quick. I don't, landing page. I think is just I don't see the
Okay.
benefit.
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited to see this one go live. I think, doing it on if you can get everything set up and started on the 15th and then bring it to Legion's Con, I think it's going to be amazing. I'm excited to see how it goes for you. But these are
Yeah.
fantastic.
I can't wait to. I haven't shown the cowboy yet, but I can't wait to. I'm gonna wait for the Kickstarter so that the Kickstarter has something new and fresh for people to talk about and share. But I do
Yeah.
look forward to having him at Legion's Con. I mean, because he looks cool. Like to me, the cowboy one, like the blue one, is my favorite. But I think the cowboy one, like objectively, is kind of like the best one. Like I think he has the most to offer. Like there's different, like all kinds of layers of clothing and different like setups and all kinds of cool stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can't wait to show people.
Yeah. Kevin asked if the cowboy hat was going to be removable.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, those look awesome, Wade. Like I
Thank
really cannot wait. I can't wait to see them in person, and I'm excited about your Kickstarter. I think that's going to be great. Gives people something to talk about and look forward to. October 15th is going to be a big day, and you guys, should be able to get it funded in a day. I mean, and then we can just go for the rest of it, right?
Don't tell me that, because then I'm gonna be disappointed if it doesn't happen. Actually, you know what? Not October 15th. It'll probably be October 18th. I was looking for a Saturday near. Yeah, so
gotcha.
The closest Saturday to the 15th, which would be the 18th.
Perfect. So the 18th, guys, be on the lookout. Now, you are coming in for Legion's Con. What day are you planning on coming in this year?
I think I'm landing Thursday. I'm not too sure, to be honest with you. I think I'm coming in Thursday. I have no idea. I may be coming in Friday, because I think last time
Friday's the setup.
Friday's a setup, yeah, but it didn't take me long to set up. And when I got there, I went there a day early so that I could set up, and then it took me like 5 minutes. I was like, man, I think I might have paid for an extra hotel when I didn't need to,
right?
Because I didn't really do a lot of the outside stuff. I didn't do the intern for a day, and
and G-Con and all that stuff. Yeah,
I mostly ended up just sleeping. So, yeah.
Okay.
But we'll see. I can't remember. I think Friday I'll be there for sure.
All right. Awesome. Well, we will look forward to seeing you then. Let's talk a little bit about Legions. Like, when did you hear about Legions, and what did you think about the first figure that you got?
So when it comes to Legions, I mean, I heard about them a long time ago. Like probably in the beginning, I was aware of them, but they just didn't grab my attention really, because at that time they were a little bit harder to get, and I wasn't in tune with where to buy stuff quite. Like, although like now where to go everywhere. There's so many stores, everybody stocks everything, so it's easier to buy stuff now. But when Legions first started, I didn't know like where to buy them. and I thought they were super cool, but at the same time, I was like, I don't know if I need these because they don't have the level of articulation that I want. Like,
Right.
they looked amazing and everything. I remember like just being impressed with the look, but I was like, I could live without those at the time. And at the time, I didn't buy everything. At the time, I was just into Legends. So, but then as when I got into my channel and it started to grow, I ended up buying, what was my first? Oh, I bought Warrior from oh, you know what it was? It was at Designer Con 2019, maybe. Four Horsemen were there, and finally, I think my friend Adam was like, you should buy Mythic Legions. Like, you're kind of sleeping on them. I'm like, okay. So I went and I bought Warrior, and I was like, oh, this thing is awesome. Like, yeah, it doesn't pose like Spider-Man, but it doesn't need to. It's a little
Right.
wild boar in armor.
Right.
And then after that, I just started to slowly buy the ones I was into.
Gotcha. Okay. And like, how did you find out? Like, I mean, I'm sure you've heard of Legions Con, especially if you're in the toy community or whatever, probably heard of Legions Con, but like, what drew you to come to Legions Con last year to offer your Odious?
I think a couple of years prior, I want to say my buddy Nico was out there and he took a bunch of pictures and I was like, damn, I should have gone. Like, that looks like a lot of fun. Um, and then I have a lot of guys in the Tuesday crew chat that are like heavy Legions guys, and they would kind of tell me about it. Yeah, TBLA says Tuesday crew peer pressure got him there. That was definitely a part of it. But like being in California or far away from any convention, it's kind of tough just to go out there with just for fun. Like I would have loved to just go out there for fun, but it's like it's expensive and this and that. But like having Odious gave me a way to get out there and also like fund it a little bit and also promote Odious. There was multiple advantages to going. So basically, once it became a little bit more worth it for me to take the trip across the country, then that's when I jumped on it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, we were super excited that you were there last year. I know, like I said, we missed out on the exclusive that you had brought for Odious or whatever, but my husband has picked up an Odious
nice.
since, so we do have the original here. But yeah, we're excited to see what you bring this year to Legions Con, of course. And now that I know to look for those heads to go on the skeletons, I'm super excited.
I definitely hope to, I hope to bring enough to satisfy people, but I also hope to bring nothing home. I don't want to, I don't want to do more work than I have to.
No, I completely understand that. So are you bringing anybody with you again this year when you come?
I got it. My nephew has been going with me to conventions and helping me out. I want him to come. Well, more so, I want my wife and daughter to come, but we'll see if that works out. But
yeah, if
not them, then my nephew for sure.
Okay, awesome. Yeah. Well, we hope that your wife and daughter can come because I'd love to meet them, of course.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Yeah.
Being as we are the Legion's ladies.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
So you said something a little bit back about customizing. Like, you've been customizing figures for a while? Like,
well, I don't really do too much customizing these days.
Right.
But for a period of time, I was customizing a lot because, well, you guys may not know, but there was a point in time where Hasbro was kind of going away from Marvel Legends, and they were like pushing 3 3/4 inch figures, Marvel Universe. And at that time, the customizing world was crazy because like there was no 6-inch figures coming out, so everybody just decided to make them. So like,
right.
That's kind of where I was at. I was really into customizing at that time, and but not so much anymore. Now I kind of just like customizing is an awesome hobby, but it's very like time consuming. So I'm kind of like I'd rather spend this time on Odious or YouTube or whatever.
Right. Yeah. No, I can completely understand that. Do you remember what like your first custom was?
Oh
What
man, it was trash.
created?
It was trash for sure. I think it was I think I made a Namor out of the legendary comic book heroes Conan figure. I
Uh-huh.
think I turned him into Namor, and it was
Oh,
horrible because the paint was disgusting.
oh, that's fantastic. What has been your favorite custom that you've done?
Well, back in the day, I made two customs that I sold, and I really wish I still had them. One of them was what's his name? He's from the Thunderbolts. I always forget his name. He goes by Fixer. Um, and he was like, it was based on his look in the '90s, late '90s. No, wait, you know what? I'm misremembering. He was one of the original Thunderbolts, and he has like a cybernetic arm and a bunch of cybernetic pieces. And I remember like to make the base body, I Frankensteined a bunch of stuff. Like I split open torsos and this and that to like fuse shoulders in there, like a whole thing. And the body was pretty unrecognizable. So I was proud of that because it sucks when you see a custom and you know what it's made out of.
Right.
So I was all happy about that. And it was just a lot of cool little details. And, even now, Hasbro hasn't made that character. So it's like, damn, I wish I still had it. And then the other one, I made an absorbing man out of a Soda Toys Street Fighter Sagat. That's another one I wish I kept because like I gave one arm that looked like a tree and a leg that looked like a brick wall, and I sculpted it and all that kind of stuff. So those are a couple that I liked.
Oh, that's awesome.
Mm.
Now, do you do your own? Do you do sculpting, like 3D sculpting? Do you do that?
No. The only artistic imprint I had on Odious was, I mean, the designs. Like I came up with the designs and I work with artists to get them done. But as far as like the figure itself, the only on the first Odious, I didn't do anything. But on these Odiouses, there's paint. I did some of the paint.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but no sculpting.
Gotcha. Okay. Um, as an action figure maker, as somebody who has made an action figure and gone through the process, and as somebody who is well versed in the toy community and a lot of the toy lines and stuff that you've seen come out, is there any lines or any properties that when you think of action figures you would like to see made?
Ooh, well, one I always bring up is Saga, the comic book Saga. I don't know if you guys are
I
familiar with it.
love it. I want to make customs,
Oh,
but
nice.
I need pieces and parts still. Like I have visions. It's just gonna be a minute.
Saga is the greatest. I think Saga is the greatest comic ever made. It's my
Yeah,
favorite thing.
it's so
Did you
good.
see Brian K. Vaughan came out with a new book this past Tuesday that just came out, Spectators,
Uh-uh.
by the same writer. But yeah, I haven't read it, but I'm excited. Yeah, Brian K. Vaughan is
Okay.
awesome, and Saga, Why the Last Man, all that. So
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Okay. Yeah, that sounds awesome. And it sounds like Stacy's right there with you.
That's the
it's
one,
amazing.
Tanya, I was telling you about that I need that
Yep.
one head for.
The head for, yeah.
Yeah.
Who were
I
you
got
making?
you, girl.
Who were you making?
What?
What character were you making?
Well, I was gonna make Elena and Marco. Like
Oh, okay.
that's
And you found a head sculpt for them?
yes, but it's not out yet. But
Shit.
I'm gonna use that in like Transformer because the hair is pretty similar to how her
Oh,
hair
okay.
is. So yeah. And
Man.
Marco, I found this one head that kind of it could be a Marco. So I'm like, okay, this
Ooh,
will yeah. So it's gonna be a process, but hopefully by next year I can have it all done.
nice. Can't wait. Can't wait to see. I feel like Saga is like not only like no companies make figures, but you don't even ever see customs of them. Like they
Right.
get no love in the action figure world.
Right. Like I do have Funko. They did have some Funko Pops, which you know
Yeah. You
they're
take what
Funko
you could
Pops.
get.
But yeah, so I have like a Marco and Elena Funko Pop. So
I have the McFarlane ones that they made back in the day. Like they
Oh
made
yeah.
the 5-inch ones.
Yeah, I've seen those too.
Total trash. But yeah,
Yeah.
it was one of those things where like, oh, it's the only ones we'll ever get. I gotta buy them.
Who knows? Maybe someone will do them.
I would
Well,
love to
who
see
knows?
like.
Maybe mine will be amazing.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, heck yeah. I'd love to see
Yeah.
Jada Toys do them.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that would be a great company to do those for sure.
Heck yeah.
All right. Where are you going to be? What cons do you have planned between now and the end of the year, other than Legion's Con?
It's Legion's Con and New York Comic Con. Those are the two.
So you're coming to New York Comic Con as well.
Yep.
Do you have any cons for next year? Because I know of one in July in Ohio that you could go to.
The thing with July, it's all Comic Con, San Diego Comic Con, so it's hard to do anything else in July. But we'll see where life is at that point. But because I would love to hit every convention, you know, like there's a lot of great ones. Like Joe Lanta's, I think, is this weekend. LA Comic Con is this weekend. I can't make it to that, but yeah, and there's a couple of other like ones that are similar to Legion's Con that I want to go to. And yeah, I do want to go to. Is it next? It's next July when you guys are doing.
Yep, CoverCon.
CoverCon. Damn, I forgot about. I didn't catch what you were saying until halfway through what I was just thinking. I do want to go to that. I think I told your husband that like I'm gonna try, or we'll see how time is. But it's tough, and I didn't know you guys were doing it in July.
Yeah,
He said Andy Davis might be there.
Andy Davis. Shout out to Andy Davis wherever he's at.
Oh look, Tanya's even wearing the CoverCon shirt. See, I didn't wear it today. I wore the
I
Legion's
want
ladies
to
shirt.
go. Where? Oh, that's gonna be in Ohio.
Yeah.
CarverCon's in Ohio, July 11th.
Oh man, I want to go. I really want to go. It's gonna be so hard.
Well, if you can make it, you know that we are going to love having you there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
There you go. Last questions, and I don't know how much you know about what's going on with the Four Horsemen, but did you get a dragon?
I didn't, but I do want one. I'm gonna get one through Big Bad Toy Store, hopefully.
Okay.
Yeah, it was just a little. It was a little much to spend at that point in time. You know, I want it. Yeah.
Yeah. So the dragon is considered to be one of 5 pillars.
Jeez, yeah.
In the community. So like one of 5 of the big major pillars in the community. So everybody is like having ideas of what the other 4 pillars are going to be.
Okay.
Like, do you have any thoughts of what you would like to see maybe the other 4 pillars be?
You know, I'm not well versed enough to know like what would even make sense. Like, would another dragon or like? I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm not too sure, but I look forward to seeing because I would honestly I would love a big purple dragon, but I don't know if a dragon would make sense to do 2 dragons. I don't know if that makes sense with the whole pillars thing, but
right.
Maybe some kind of big purple dragon that's like sitting down instead of like this way, you know? I don't know. What are the rumors?
So there's been everything from, you know, the different types of dragons. So the dragon that is coming out, of course, has the bigger body and the legs and all the things. So if they did like an Eastern dragon that is more long,
oh, okay,
with the wings or whatever, more snake-like with the wings has been something. Gargoyle has been something that has been mentioned. The what's the one that has the tentacles on the one of those has been mentioned. So there's a lot of people that have a lot of different ideas on what it would be, but they've not said yes, this is what a kraken, giant tree man with a beard. There's been so many people that have come up with different things of what
giant tree man would be awesome.
Yeah.
Griffin.
But yeah, Griffin, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of different ideas on what could be the next 5.
Heck yeah.
Or the next 4, because they don't necessarily all have to be dragons.
Yeah.
So, but it's going to be interesting to see what they come up with for the other 4, considering this is one of 5 pillars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they're always creative with what they do, so I'm sure it'll be amazing.
Yeah. I'm super excited. All right, guys, get your hashtag Odious in. We are going to draw for an Odious from Wade. He is very generously going to give us an Odious to give away, and super excited. Remember that you need to be, for the Odious, you need to be subscribed to my channel, Legions Ladies Live, and then you need to be subscribed to Unparalleled Universe with Wade as well to get your Odious. So hashtag Odious, and we will draw in just a moment.
Can you excuse me one second? I need to run off. I'll be right back.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Uh-huh. Hashtag Odious. Okay. We have 46 people entered so far. Again, please be subscribed to our page and to Unparalleled Universe for the Odious. And don't go away, because after we draw this one, we are going to draw for another one. Kevin, don't hit clear or whatever, because you can draw twice.
Yeah, Kevin, don't mess it up. No pressure.
Oh, the stress of being able to do a drawing. All right.
Ooh, 48 entries.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. All right. We are going to go ahead and draw for this. And Wade, I know that you want to run and got family obligations. So we're going to draw for this one Odious. And then we're going to say goodbye to you. And if everybody will stick around just for a few minutes, we're going to go through the news. And then we are going to draw for the Clavian. So hang out with us for just a few minutes after Wade leaves. We will not be long, and we're going to do some news and then draw for the Clavian. All right. Kevin?
Like I was saying in the chat, I do have like 10 minutes. So if you want me to sit in for some of the news, I don't mind. But yeah, about 10 minutes.
Absolutely. Okay. Sounds perfect.
Cool.
Wade's channel is Unparalleled Universe.
Yes.
Unparalleled Universe for Wade, and then of course Legions Ladies Live. Make sure you subscribe. All right.
Oh, good. Zane entered. Maybe Zane will win me an Odious.
Okay. And we're right at 49. All right. Kevin, go ahead and draw.
Carver Customs, yeah, that's a possibility for sure. I want to offer blank bodies of the ones that are different color, but I have to get past a certain point before I could do that.
Guys, I'll be right back. Kevin's yelling at me.
In trouble.
You can't get the thing to work.
Yeah, these on all these live programs, all these weird functions are always messed up.
Yeah. Yeah, like she used to be able to do it on hers, and now she can't. So Kevin has to be in the background.
Oh, so that's cool. He's like moderating off screen.
Yeah. Oh, it's going.
I see a bunch of familiar names that I assumed already had Odious. Oh, here we go. Cool.
Oh,
I don't know this
Van
name.
Johnson is the winner.
Sweet.
Congrats, Van.
Okay. Awesome. Way to go, Van!
I was scared it was going to be Slacker Hacker. I bet you he has like 30 Odious. He's got so many of them.
So, and he may say, hey, give that away or whatever, but it is awesome. I will get the information and give that to you, Wade, for his spin again.
Maybe Trevor wants it.
Oh.
Oh, Trevor doesn't have it. I'm beefing with him.
I was like, he's not told me to spin again. Congratulations, Van. We're so excited. All right, Kevin, leave that like it is because we are going to draw again shortly, but I'm going to remove it. You guys, we have the Clavian with the black belt pack that we are giving away. Thank you to Dirk from Dirk's Designs. And we are going to be giving that away shortly. Let's talk some news. So we were talking about the Otho and Urzok that was just released. These are fantastic in hand. They feel good. They look good. Love the new sculpts. Everything that is just gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Love it. Somebody said if I won, I was going to paint it and give it away. And if I won, I was going to cuddle with it.
Hey, Freaks Figures, you could buy an Odious plushie and cuddle with that. Those are on the website.
There you go. And he's bringing some to Legion's Con, guys. We're going to be able to see some at Legion's Con.
Yep.
All right. This is the Jersey Devil that is coming. Remember, it's expected to ship get to the studio and ship fairly quickly, hopefully within the next month. Did you see where Slideshow is going to be at Legion's Con this year?
That's crazy.
G-Con.
That's pretty huge news.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they're going to show their first statue that they have collaborated with the Horsemen to do of Mythic Legions.
Oh, that's going to be amazing.
Yeah, and they're going to show it. They said they're going to be there at Legion's Con. So I am looking forward to seeing what they picked. Is it going to be one? Is it going to be more than one? What's going to happen? But they're going to announce it at G-Con, and then I think it's going to be at Legion's Con for the weekend.
That's going to be crazy.
Yeah, it's going to be beautiful. I cannot wait. I mean, they do such a fantastic job with their statues.
Yeah.
This is going to be unreal. This weekend, ToyCon New Jersey, the Four Horsemen will be there. And of course, that's going to be up north. I am going to be down south at Jolanta this weekend.
3 conventions in one weekend. That's
I know.
This Jolanta, LA Comic Con.
No. Purple Gang is going to be there with Curtis and Dirk. They are doing the painting table. I am going to get in on that and sit down and paint with the guys, and hopefully I will either go live while we're sitting there painting, or I will take some video and show you guys of the painting for sure. It is going to be amazing and a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to that. Of course, these are the 2 figures that they just announced for Legion's Con for this year. That scaphoid is...
That thing is crazy.
Beautiful, right?
Mm-hmm.
I love the potions. That's awesome.
Yeah. I think it looks amazing. The wings and the head with the horns are what is going to be Legion's Con exclusive. The rest of it will be packaged and sold after Legion's Con on the website.
Nice.
And
jeez, that's freaking awesome.
Just beautiful figure. Like this is the part, the head and the wings are the part that is exclusive. I cannot wait to get my hand on those wings.
Yeah, heck yeah. I love the way they started to incorporate more soft goods and like, but still keeping what they do. Like right here, it has the soft goods from the torso taken off. Like I didn't even, for some reason, I thought it'd be a skeleton under, but that's awesome that they did that. Like, so you kind of get a more classic look and then the more like modernized with the soft goods.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Damn, that's cool.
So good. And then, of course, Trevor's photography.
He's overrated.
Just
He's the best. He's one of the best.
he is absolutely one of the best. And of course, Nate's art is unparalleled. What a beautiful, beautiful artwork from Nate.
Yeah, that's amazing. I love the purple and green, classic villain colors.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we have Sir Valgard also. Again, absolutely amazing dwarf, and all of the dwarf guys, you know, the kings under the mountain are very, very upset that they put a regular set of legs in here, but the regular legs, the regular legs and the helmet sculpt, again, those are the parts that are Legion's Con exclusive. So those parts are taken out for the regular release after Legion's Con. But yeah, that Valgard is beautiful.
Which head is exclusive?
The helmet, the bucket head, and I'll get to. I think there's a photo with that. So this is just as the dwarf. This is the second sculpt that comes with it, and then this is the Legion's Con exclusive helmet and regular set of legs.
Oh man, that is so. Got to buy 2 of these, huh, to get the whole look.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
To get, yeah, it's gorgeous. So the fact that you can, you know, that they put a full set of legs in there in this helmet is amazing. So these are the second 2 Legion's Con exclusives, and they are part of the Legacies, the Legacies of Mythos. So redoing and updating 2 of the figures that we love. And again, Trevor's photos, bar none, gorgeous. And Nate's artwork, again,
crazy.
Yeah, absolutely gorgeous. And the fact that you get both pauldrons here, because the last time we saw this pauldron, it was only one.
Oh, God.
So we're getting both pauldrons in this again. The new head sculpts, all the new stuff that's coming on these is beautiful. Okay, this is the second of the Legion's Con exclusives. You have the Nymph and the Churel. Oh, what are the guys? Oh, the Revenant and come on, somebody tell me in the chat what's the name of the other. I'm getting old, guys. I'm getting old.
It's too late for me to think.
Is this a 4-pack exclusive?
And there are actually only 2, the Warrior and the Revenant. Thank you, David. Thank you. So the female, you get both heads and all the different things that you need to make both females in one box. To make one female, and then if you buy 2, you can make the other female.
Oh, geez.
So you get the 2 head sculpts, you get the this, that, and the other. I don't have an expanded view of what all you get in each box. But from one box, you can make one figure, and then the other figure has all the pieces and parts to put together a second figure to make that one. So lots and lots of stuff in one box.
Ridiculous.
So the Warrior and the Revenant are the same. One box. all of these are $55 each.
Okay.
So the Legacies, the Scaphoid, Sir Valgard, and then these two are also $55. You get all of this stuff wrapped up. It is going to be amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Kevin,
y'all. I have to run.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. I had a great time, and when the Kickstarter is going, I like to do like as many live streams as possible. So if you guys would have me, I'd love to come back, and I won't rush you off next time.
No, it is fine. Yes, and we will absolutely try to work that out. And have you on to talk about the Kickstarter and to show us all the good stuff about the Kickstarter. Wade, we truly appreciate you coming on and talking to us, and we are looking forward to seeing you at Legions Con.
Yeah, likewise, and I really appreciate you guys inviting me on and taking a minute to get to know me and stuff. That's awesome. So I look forward to seeing you guys at Legions Con, and thank you so much.
All right, see you, Wade.
Okay, take care. You guys have
Bye.
a nice evening.
All right,
Yeah.
bye, hun. All right, don't forget, stick around. We've got one more giveaway to do. Don't leave us yet. We're almost done, I promise. A few more
I gotta
things.
get up at 4:15.
I know. My favorite picture from last night.
Oh yeah, it's a cute picture.
No, right? My favorite picture from last night. It was so amazing. Love, 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 love this picture from last night. It is awesome. All right. Last thing that we want to do. Yes. #Odious. We are going to give away another figure. We are going to do the Calavian, and we're going to do the Black Belt Pack. For this one, you only need to be subscribed to Legions Ladies Live, so make sure that you are subscribed. We are going to give this away shortly. Again, thanks and much love to Dirk from Dirk's Designs and Customs. Please go buy stuff from him. He is amazing and awesome. And I am so excited that he is going to be taking over Wolf King Customs. It is going to be fantastic having him. And don't forget, we are going to be hopefully showing you guys some wings that you will be able to get.
I'm excited for those.
I hope to see some this weekend because he is going to be down at Jolanta, so I am super excited to see if he's brought me some goodies this weekend. All right, we are going to put that back up. Kevin, you should be able to click somewhere on that page to draw again. There it goes.
There we go. Good job, Kevin.
Thank you, honey. All right, who we got? Corn Chip Man. Now, I'm not sure who that is, but I am on in the Cabal. If you are part of the Cabal, if not, please look for me at Aslan, ASLAN .creations on Instagram and send me your information. And we will make sure that when Dirk gets back home from Jolanta, he will ship out the Calavian and the belt pack. Again, if you know me from the Cabal, Tanya McCoy from the Cabal. If you are not part of the Cabal, which is fine, Instagram, look for Aslan, ASLAN .creations. And hook me up, and we will get that out to you as soon as Dirk gets back from Jolanta. Whew, Stacy, we had fun.
Yeah, that was fun.
I'm
glad I could join you tonight.
I'm so excited that you were here tonight. For this, we had a ball. What a great guy Wade is, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm so excited to get to know a lot of the guys that I don't know, and it's just
right.
I feel like I know him now, right?
Yeah. Yeah, because I really didn't know much about him
Yeah,
either.
yeah.
So yeah.
So it was great getting to know him. Yeah, get up with me, Corn Chipman. You're gonna have to teach me how to say that if it's different,
Or just corn chip man.
or just Corn Chip Man. If it's different than that, let me know.
And remember, no mod squad this Saturday.
That's right. No Mod Squad this Saturday, but I may go live down in Jolanta with everybody painting. So just keep your eyes out. I'm not sure what we're going to be doing, but may go live down there if I get the opportunity, or I'll just take some video and post it because, you know, the
The
purple
internet.
love is going to be everywhere, and we are going to be painting up a storm, and you know, it's going to be fun. Stacy, you need to get some stuff ready to paint in
I do.
October.
I do. But well, I will not be able to be on October 4th with you though, because I'll be doing a 5K that
Oh,
day.
that's right. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
exciting.
Oh,
So yeah.
but Brian did remind me, someone is sending me an exclusive head to paint.
Oh, okay.
So I will be painting that on Mod Squad. So I'll have it hopefully then by the time, I get to join Mod Squad again.
Right. So
By
we're not having
it's
it this week. Stacy won't be available the following week, but I'm still going live. If it's just me, I'm going to go live. But there are other
Curtis
people.
will join you.
Yeah, somebody will join me for
Yeah.
sure, or
But
I'll
then
just
I'll
go
be
live
on.
by myself.
Yeah, and then I'll be on after that. And the head sculpt is from Joe Martinez.
Oh, cool! That's
So it'll be
awesome.
available at Legion's Con to buy. Like he's gonna be selling these head sculpts. So he's gonna let me paint one to show you guys. I'm
That is
excited.
fantastic. Oh, I can't wait. Okay. All
And
right.
it's an exclusive
So
to Legion's Con. Sorry, Brian keeps yelling stuff at me. It's an
yeah,
exclusive to Legion's Con.
perfect. All right. So you guys, please needs to go live here from
Oh,
from
yeah.
the
So
marathon.
it's not a marathon, just a 5K. And I'll probably be just walking because I just had to get a cortisone shot in my knee last week. Um,
Oh
it's okay. Um, I'm tough. But I might jump on while I'm walking, but if hopefully the internet will be good. Be like, hey everybody.
no. Yes, that'll be fantastic. She will have the link. She will always have the link to jump
Yeah.
on anytime she wants to jump on. Trust me, she has the link available. So if she's able to jump on, that would be awesome. We will love. Yeah, Sil, I have to put you in our Mod Squad group so you can come on with me one Saturday or jump on with us on a Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be fun. All right, Stacy, sleep well tonight.
Well,
I know
barbells in the
you're
morning.
up early in the morning. I will be up 4:30 in the morning because I have to get us packed up and ready to go before I go to work. We're getting off at lunchtime tomorrow and headed down south. So my Purple Gang and my Curtis and my Dirk, I will see you guys on Friday evening. And then again Saturday and Sunday. I think. Yep. And then if you guys are down in Jolanta, stop by and say hey. Because I would love to see you. All right, Stacy, good night. Thank you again. Appreciate you. And everybody, thank you again for jumping on and joining us and getting to know Wade a little bit better. We will see you guys next time. Good night.
Night.